Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on today's video. I am looking very blue, very silver, and I am looking very sparkly and everything. I'm using one product that I haven't used in a very long time, and as you guys can tell, my natural hair is curled and done and everything. That will be reviewed on a product coming up very soon. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy today's look. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. As you guys can tell, this is a white background. It's actually not even a background, it's actually my wall here in my apartment. So I'm using the wall right now, as well as I have some other backgrounds, and I just recently brought out my green screen for the first time in a while and everything, so I'm going to be using that in some upcoming projects as well. I have some stuff in the works and everything, and it is going to be an epic time. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Anyways, so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, so let's go ahead and get this started because it's already long enough and everything. So yeah. Okay, so as you've already seen at the very beginning of this video and everything, I am recreating this right here look and everything that is very blue, has this like foiled, like bluish silver look to it, and so yeah, okay. So, of course, I got this from the Morphe Instagram page and everything, so giving credit to them. I don't know who exactly the artist is on this, on here, but we're gonna go ahead and go with this. So, I'm gonna go in with this right here, obviously rainbow palette. We're gonna be working with these shades right here, and of course, I also have the Pastel Goth from Kat Von D. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. First things first, I'm gonna go in with my long-haired eye brush. I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade in the Morphe palette and go ahead and start on the crease itself. Okay, so after doing the very first shade, we're immediately going to get really dark, and we're going to go up here to this very first top shade up here, and we're going to use a tighter eye brush to get that defined crease in the eye, and go ahead and start adding that on into the crease. Okay, now for the center of the eye with the foil look, I'm going to go in this right here Kat Von D palette, and it has this really beautiful like shade right here in the middle that's silver, and whenever it's wetting, like you get this right here like really shiny like chrome silver to it. And so I'm going to go in with a flat brush with a little bit of water, and I'm going to use that to cut the crease in the eye. Okay, so next up we're gonna fade in the edges of that silver. So we're gonna go back in with that lightest shade of blue, and then we're gonna go in with the darker shade, and then just a smidgen of black in the very top part of the rainbow palette of Morphe. And so I'm gonna go in with this right here brush. This one right here is kind of like an angled, flat, like slash fluffy brush, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm gonna use that, and I'm just gonna dab into the lightest shade of blue first and everything, and then I'm just gonna basically tap and blend. Okay, so after that we're gonna go in with the darkest shade above that color, grabbing just a little bit of this on the very tip end of the brush, not the whole brush, but the tip of it. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the darkest shade of black, and we're gonna use this right here brush to do that with. And black goes a long ways, and you can ruin any look with black, so very little, and then add as you go. Okay, so after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my long-haired eye brush again, and I'm going to buff out the edges except for the middle of the eye, missing that. You don't want to go too far down. Okay, so now for underneath the eye, I'm gonna go in with my pencil brush, and I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade and the Rainbow palette by Morphe, not the black, but the darkest shade of blue underneath the eye. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab some of that black color that we used and just do it on the outer portions of the lower eye. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some liquid liner, and then I will be right back once I can find my remote. Okay, so with my tattoo liner by Kat Von D, I'm gonna do a thin line of eyeliner on top of the eye. Not a cat eye, but a thin line. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna do my mascara and lashes off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so it's time to move on over to contouring. And as you guys already know, I love the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. This right here is the newer version of it. This right here is the one that you can refill the pans on. And Tiffany got this for me and everything as a gift and everything, and I am so in love with it. There is, you know, a quick difference between the original and the other one, if I can get it out of my drawers. So this right here is the original compared to the new one. So the original is made out of this like compressed cardboard, and the newer one is made out of all like plastic and everything, and it's got a better mirror in it. It is just so stunning. And this right here is my new best friend. I do still use the original one. I use my original one for clients, but this one right here is my personal one and everything, and it's got the refillable pans in it, so I am super happy with it, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring the face. I'm gonna, of course, go in with this shade right up here, which is the lightest one, which is my favorite shade. It matches my skin tone perfectly, and it gets that contour that I like, which is very natural and soft. It's just perfect. So I think because of the weather changing, my skin is like super dry, and I can see it in the foundation. Shoot. Bless you. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of the darkest shade and the Kat Von D palette to kind of get like a defined contour. Okay, so after using that, we're gonna go on into some blush, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here, and I'm going to be using this brush. Okay, and then next up for highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Glow by Victoria, which, as you guys could tell, it's all rubbed off. It's bad. So I'm gonna be using the lower shade down here, and I'm going to use one of my oval brushes to do it with. And then, of course, as a homemade dupe, to the new Fenty Beauty Body Glow. This right here is water and glycerin mixed in an old Fix Plus bottle with a new sprayer. And in the bottom of this is a lot of pigment. As you can tell, look how gorgeous that is. That is so pretty, look at that. So I'm gonna be using this right here on my face and on the rest of me. And this actually has this in it right here that is super pretty. And so I basically scraped some of that off into this. And now it's a body spray. Okay, my face desperately needed moisture. Desperately needed moisture. Okay, now my face looks a lot better with moisture in it. Okay, and then I'm gonna use just a little bit of water, give myself a little bit more moisture. And that does have like glycerin in it, so it does give like much more of like a dewier effect. And then I'm gonna go in with this right here, pure pigment, and I'm gonna use this brush right here. And look at that, it's like super high like pigment. And just kind of like dab that on. I do absolutely love this shade. It gives you a huge amount of glow. It's super glittery, so it's super glittery. I think it's appropriate for this very blue look. That's actually, you know what, I haven't used that in a very long time, and it's growing on me again. I completely forgot I even had it. Like, look at that. That is insane. And plus, too, the rest of my face is super glowy because of this right here, homemade, like, glitter spray. So like I said, this is just mainly water with glycerin. Glycerin is like part of a base that is actually used in MAC Cosmetics, like Fix Plus spray. And so the glycerin basically is like that much, and then the rest is water. And then of course you can use a alcohol-free toner and everything with it, so that way you can use it to also tone your skin. It's also healthier for your skin. And then of course you add some glow pigment to it and everything, which would just be like highlighter, and then it becomes an instant spray. And the cool thing about this is you can use it all over your body, and with the glycerin helps it attach to the skin and stuff. And you can use this like on your hair very lightly and everything, and it'll like make your hair very glittery. It'll make the rest of you very glittery. Like my arms and my chest is like super glittery right now. I can see it. I know you guys can't see it because I'm looking at the monitors, but like I looked like I just like jumped into a glitter pool or something. Okay, so now for lips, I'm going to do something very natural, so that way the eyes stick out. So I'm gonna do the Lips by Victoria, and this is the shade Victoria, and this right here is the shade Kimberly and everything. So these right here are very beautiful together. These are like one of my two favorite lipsticks to ever put together. I love putting these into a fade. Okay, so next up we're gonna go into the shade Kimberly, which is the lightest. Okay, and then I'm going to get a blending brush like this. So freaking perfect. I love that blend. I mean, the lining of my lip could be better, but I love the blend of that. Also too, you could add like a lip gloss on top of that or something and it would look outstanding, but I think it looks beautiful just like this. However, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. There is some special stuff coming up this week, so please make sure to stick around and everything. Make sure to click the bell and subscribe if you haven't. Become a part of the angel group and everything, or the angel army, however you like to call it, and everything. And yeah, and everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's look. This is the very first blue silver kind of look that I've done. I've been very prone to the whole like halo eye here recently. I don't necessarily know why, it's just kind of clicking with me and everything. And as you guys can see, my hair is so nicely done and everything. If I can get the hair clip out of my hair, I will show you guys what it looks like with it down and everything. So yeah, oh my. My. Blonde bombshell, realness. Okay. Of course, I'm going to be doing a review on a non-sponsored item and everything that my girlfriend brought home and everything. So I'm going to be showing you guys what that is and how it helped me achieve this with my hair, because I have naturally extremely straight hair. And so it's hard for me to get this kind of volume and curl. So if you're that kind of person, I'm telling you right now, the item that I have will blow your mind, and it's probably the fastest curling iron I have ever used and everything. You will love it. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and everything, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.